Greetings, Facebook people. I hope my Stampin' Ladies are doing fabulous tonight. Ready for some super fantastic crafting. We're going to make this, just curious if this was dry yet. We're going to make this fancy fold accordion card tonight. Isn't that cool? Y'all are all going to be fancy when this is over. So get ready. It's going to be awesome. Oh, hello. Now I'm trying to be fancy myself tonight and see if I can see the comments on my laptop while we're rolling. So just bear with me while I pull that up. Scrolling. Okay. Hi, Susie. You're always the first one. You're so awesome. All right. I hope I'm in my Paper Made Prettier page. Hey, Kathy Brown and Mom. There's 5 little eyeballs here. Hey, Chris. Oh, everyone's here. I'm so excited. Okay. So, I'm not getting my computer to show me, but I'll just watch for the comments here on my phone. So, I'm just curious what you guys had for dinner. I cooked, which is awesome, and I made some fried cod. Like breaded cod. Oh, there I am. So we'll see if I can be fancy and watch the comments. So yes, I made some fried cod. We have done a meal subscription service called Blue Apron. And if I like one of the recipes, then I just recreate it at home. So that's what we had tonight. It was a Blue Apron. I call it Yellow Apron when I make it myself, but I just buy the ingredients from the grocery store. Thank you, Kathy. So if you want other people to see this fantastic video and be in the running for your prize, then do that, and comment and like are all the wonderful things that you can do to be eligible for that. So anywho, we had fried cod tonight. It was delicious. And homemade mashed potatoes. Don't think I do that every night. It's like once a week kind of a thing here. All right, so tonight we're going to work with a new bundle that I'm just dying for. And my eye always gets drawn in the catalog to the stamp sets that are versatile. So, and I want to always use those first, because if you don't use them first, then, hey, Patience, all the way from Texas. Fancy Nancy. So if you don't use them first, then, Halloween's going to pass and you're going to buy it and have wasted all that time. So make sure and scout out the versatile stamp sets in the catalog. Last week we talked about the Birds of a Feather. This week we're talking about 2 Every Season. All right. The name itself explains how cool it is. So it is a $17 set, all right? But the cool thing about it, and I want to point this out to you because it's a little tricky, is over here is the bundle that goes with it. So it's the Every Season punch pack. And so the stamp set and the punch pack together are $36. That's a great price for a bundle. So you've got lots of cool stamps here. You've got all the fall, Valentine's, Halloween, Christmas, and then you've got the punches. And I will show you. If you have this, tell me if you like it or not. I've got a bat, a leaf, a snowflake, and a heart. Okay, so that is awesome. And they coordinate. See, like this punches out that bat. This punches out that leaf, that, and then the heart, of course, punches out the heart. Super cool. So, hey, Tony. So that's going to bring you all the way through to Christmas. To Valentine's. Yay. All right, now I'm going to show you some projects that I have made with this set already. You've seen this before, but I couldn't not show you our set, our card, our tag, and our box that we made with one sheet of designer paper using this stamp set. So for every season, because it has something for every season. We have a pretty fall card. I got this as a swap, and it's just great. I love it. So they just stamped. Used some delicata ink, tied a little ribbon on, and I love this card fold because it's like the inside of the card is actually the fold, which is just blows my mind. We have Christmas, which is the next holiday. I created this little gem using this new designer paper, some circles, different colors of ink that coordinated with that pretty photographic, realistic paper. Made a cute little card for Christmas. And then the last is a cute Valentine's treat. So happy Valentine's Day. You are so sweet. Is that not the cutest? So you can punch out hearts until the cows come home. And don't forget that anything that's red and white and Christmas can also work for Valentine's. So that Christmas ribbon is also a Valentine's ribbon. All right, so those are our other 4 2 every season projects. All righty. So let me take you through how to make this fancy fold accordion card. I just called it that. I don't know what it's called, but it sounds good to me to call it an accordion fold because it does kind of fold like an accordion. So what you're going to do is you're going to need to start with a piece of paper that is 12 by 12 and cut it down to 5.5 by 12. So start with 12 by 12 and then cut to 5.5 by 12. And then you're going to score it. So I love my scoring tool. It's the coolest. I think it's really fun. And what's funny is before I ever used it, I thought it was so scary. I couldn't even want to touch it because it looked so scary. And then I finally just bought one because, frankly, I saw my friend Erica Serwin use it a million times. And I love it. It's the coolest. It's so much faster than other things, in my opinion. Okay, so let me see if y'all can see where I am. All right, so we're going to score this at 4 1/4. So we're just going across here, 4 1/4, 7 1/4, and 10 1/4. All right, so I'm going to put my scoring board away. And then what you're going to do is just take your card and you're going to accordion fold it. So actually it goes like this, this. Did you see how that worked? All right, and you definitely want to get one of your bone folders out to give it a good strong crease because that way it'll lie a lot more flat. So then you've got this little number. Peachy? All right. Now what we're going to need is our designer paper strips, which I've buried. Oh, I know I put them in a really logical place. Oh, I covered them up as always. Okay. You're going to need 3 strips of designer paper. I used some designer paper from the Come Together suite, which is a fall suite of paper. It's gorgeous. I especially love the fact that Stampin' Up! Threw in Pretty Peacock to the usual palette of designer paper. So you can see it here. We've got a cool check. But we've got this Pretty Peacock. We've got Mary Merlot, and then some Cajun Craze, and lots, even a little mint sprinkled in there. So lots of great colors in this come together paper. And I've got some strips of it just so you can kind of see it up close. I've used it to death here, you can see. I love this for taking photos too, if you're a photo person. I've got some little shards and strips of it left over. Of course, we used this last week when we made our Birds of a Feather cards, if you remember. Now, I did notice that that paper is on low inventory. So if you are interested in it, then you need to get on and order it tonight if it's not already on back order. If it is, then just get in the lineup. So go ahead and order it, because when it comes in, you'll be first to get it when it comes in. All right, so now all you're going to do is start adhering your strips of Designer Series paper. And I do that with snail, since you're just putting paper to paper. Then you don't have to get all hardcore with it. Snail is perfect. Hi, Kathy. Hi, Chris and Mom. All right. And then you're just going to layer this strip inside here. I cut that piece wrong, so I don't have another strip. But if you do it 5 1/4 by 2 3/4, it will reach all the way to this edge. So, but I mean, it's all good. However you want to do it, it looks fine from the front. So, but I did cut that wrong. This is the correct dimension. Okay, what I cut is the wrong dimension. Okay, this one goes in here. All right, so then you've got your fancy fold card like so. All right, and then what you do is you open it, you can write right here, and heck, you can write a fancy little note in your oops area there if you'd like. All right, now what you need are 2 types of labels. You can use your stitch labels, you could use your rectangle labels, you could use ovals, whatever. But I do like the nested ovals, nested stitched dies here. So you're going to just kind of eyeball where you think that thing needs to go. And then stamp your sentiment on the right hand side. So the 2 colors we're going to use to stamp with are Pretty Peacock and Soft Suede. So we're going to stamp You're So Sweet on the inside. Now you might think that that sentiment goes for, oh, that was not pretty. You might think that that sentiment goes with Valentine's, but in this card I think it goes perfectly, because it says thankful each day for you, you're so sweet. You see? So, and then I'm going to use this other stitched nested label, and I'm going to stamp the thankful for you each day, or thankful each day for you. All right, now I have a variety of leaf shapes in my repertoire from from the To Every Season bundle. So I'm going to start with this big leaf here for my front nested label. And then I use these smaller leaves. I don't know why, I just wanted to for the inside. I just thought it provided some visual interest. Whenever you do something crazy like that, then just cover it up with something cool. All right. I think I'm happy with that now. Okay. So we've got our inside one and we've got our outside one. I've also tied a piece of this ribbon that goes perfectly with this card, the Pretty Peacock ribbon, and it does tie. You have to kind of fight it, but it actually, once it ties, it's gorgeous. It's just kind of stiff, so don't give up on tying it. It does work. Now, what we're going to do is you're going to put your tear and tape on just the left side of your nested label. On both left-hand sides. And one piece will do. You're not going to have a lot of movement in this area. So I'm going to start with my smaller one, my inside one. So I just want it to be not falling off the edge of the card. That's the only rule. And you're attaching it to this middle layer. Okay. And then your front one is basically just going to go directly over that one. Okay. Then what you're going to do is we're going to do a little more stamping. So we have our tiny little leaf. We're going to stamp it on Whisper White with this soft suede. Let's try that again. I hope y'all can see that. Here. So just a tip, when you know you're going to come at your paper with a punch, make sure that you've stamped your element towards going the same direction as your punch so that you can stamp it. See, I got that too high up, and that one's at an angle. So you just have to kind of get your scissors going, make yourself a space there. All right, so I've got my two cute little leaves, and then I'm gonna punch out one more leaf from this designer paper. So you can make embellishment till the cows come home with these 4 punches. Okay, so if you have paper, you have all the embellishments you need. All right, now, okay, so what we're going to do is I actually assembled the card before I did all my crystal effects. I think that's a little bit easier because you will end up with just crystal effects all over you. So I'm sticking that cute little ribbon there. And then I'm going to put these 2 lower leaves down with a glue dot. But I'm going to stick this higher leaf down with a Stampin' Dimensional. Tucked in there. All right. Now, it's gorgeous as is. Okay, you can leave it like it is if you'd like. But I think it's cool to add this stuff called Crystal Effects. So this stuff just really makes part of your card pop. So on this card, I used it on the stamped elements, and it's cool because it pulls that color out of the stamp and just makes it look like really cool. And this actually has a little glimmer to it. So do you guys like that? I think that's really cool. On this card, I want to do something a little bit different. I want to accentuate a couple of these pumpkins. So you can use your crystal effects to kind of highlight things on your designer paper. So really, you just squeeze out the crystal effects and just leave it there. That's totally all you do. It's nothing complicated. It's actually quite easy, as you can see. So I'm just taking all the pumpkins that look like this, and then I'm gonna have to leave this card open to let this dry, obviously. So I'm just filling in the ones that are showing. I'm not gonna fill in these inside ones because that would take forever. But you're just gonna accentuate your pumpkins. I think I'm gonna leave that one alone because it's behind that leaf, and that would just look weird. So you're basically giving just a layer of goodness on top of something on your card just to make it pop. So that's really cool. I wish that you could see it with your eyeballs. Now I'm going to color this one in just because I want to. It is what it is. So you're just kind of picking up something in your designer paper to make it pop. This one's completely covered up, so no need to make that one pop. All right. So, oh, you like it, Patience? I know fall is your dill. So I'm going to pull it up close here so y'all can see how cool that looks. Is that not cool? I think it's radical. All right, I'm not going to shut that card because it will be sticky forever. But that's it. So you're going to open it up just like so and right there. So there's your accordion fold card. It really was so much simpler than I thought. Now, I want to talk to you about one more thing. And if you are coming to the retreat in a few weeks, then spoiler alert, I'm getting ready to show one of our projects. So if you want to see one of the projects that we're making, then stay tuned. If you don't, then jump off. You do see the shimmer. It's cool, Patience. I know. It's like so shimmery. It's kind of definitely got an orange tint to it. We discovered the shimmer has an orange tint to it. And it doesn't dry immediately. You need to really let it good and dry overnight, okay? I made a cute project with the bat, and well, actually, it's right here. I'll show you. I can't believe it's actually right there. But when we made our Halloween sampler, we put it on our bats. See that? Isn't that not cool? So it made the bats really shimmery and shiny. All right. So like I said, I want to talk to you about my holiday retreat to go. So the retreat is full. The retreat where people come and stay is full. But we have openings for our holiday retreat to go. So I have 4 more kits left on my retreat to go. This is an example of one of the projects that we will get in your retreat to go. So this is one of the cute things we're going to make at the retreat. This project actually doesn't require much stamping. It's really just assembling. So all of the pieces that you're going to need to make this project are going to be already cut. It does make the bats stand out, Patience. So you're going to have everything already cut. We've had lots of Christmas elves have been working hard to get your kits ready. All right, so that's an example of one of the projects that you're going to make. But I believe there's 5 cards, an ornament, a treat box, and 3 tags in the retreat to go kit. And this is not the holiday retreat to go kit because it's not ready yet. But I just want to show you what it will kind of be like. It's going to be much bigger than this because this is a kit to go for my last Halloween sampler class. So you can see the person gets all the little pieces to make the sampler, plus a pack of designer paper, plus the embellishments, and always a cute treat, and lots of fun things. So the retreat to go will be like this, but on steroids. It will be much bigger. And $75 is the fee for it, and it includes shipping. So even if you're coming to the retreat and you want another pack, then you can do that. And if you have a friend that you know that can't come, then tell them about the retreat to go. I only have 4 more packs left, so when they're gone, they're gone. So if you think you might be interested in that, then I've got a link in this Facebook Live post that you can click to go and reserve your spot at that retreat to go. So this is just an example of one of the projects. So I've also written the dimensions in the post here on Facebook. And of course, I'll have all this information on my blog by next week. And if you're curious about the retreat in general, there is a link on my blog just to the Stampin' Retreat. All right, I hope you guys have a great night. I'm realizing just now while I'm talking that I have not drawn for the prize. So to be fair, as soon as I get off here, I'm going to go back to last week and look and see who all liked and shared. And then I'm going to draw for the prize, and I will announce that momentarily. Bye.